Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to a powerful, often misunderstood figure, the woman who walks alone with no husband. This is not a story of lack, it is a narrative of strength, purpose, and identity. Singleness is often misunderstood and misrepresented in our society. It is not a curse, a failure, or a reflection of something lacking. Instead, it is a unique season in life, a precious opportunity to focus on personal growth, self-discovery, and preparation for the future. To walk alone does not mean to walk in loneliness or despair. It means to walk with intention, clarity, and confidence. This time of singleness is a gift, a chance to build a solid foundation for your life. It is a season to define who you are, to explore your talents, and to cultivate your character without the distractions or compromises that often come with partnership. The journey of walking alone is one of becoming not for someone else, but for yourself. It is about embracing your individuality and understanding that you are whole and complete on your own. When you redefine singleness, you recognize it as a phase of empowerment and preparation. It is not about waiting passively for someone to join you on the journey, but about actively engaging in the process of becoming the best version of yourself. It is in this season that you learn to stand firm in your values, grow in wisdom, and refine your vision for life. By seeing singleness through this lens, you can break free from societal pressures and fully embrace this time as a powerful period of transformation and growth. Your true identity is not defined by the presence of a partner, but by the essence of who you are. Too often, society ties a woman's worth to her relationships, creating the false narrative that without a husband, her life lacks significance. This could not be further from the truth. Your value is inherent, built into the very fabric of your being, and it is not contingent on the roles you play or the titles you carry. Before entering into any relationship, it is essential to know who you are at your core. When you understand your unique identity, you bring strength, clarity, and confidence to every space you inhabit. Knowing yourself allows you to make decisions from a place of purpose rather than pressure, to embrace your journey without fear, and to resist the urge to conform to expectations that do not align with your values. It is in this understanding of identity that freedom is found. You no longer look to others to define your worth or complete you, because you realize you were never incomplete to begin with. Your individuality, dreams, and passions form a rich tapestry of who you are, and these remain intact and vibrant whether or not you are in a relationship. This foundation of identity becomes a compass that guides your choices, ensuring that you remain true to yourself in every season of life. In a world that often pressures women to fit into predefined roles, it is vital to prioritize purpose over societal expectations. The journey of life is not a race to fulfill the opinions of others, but a walk toward fulfilling the unique purpose for which you were created. The pressure to conform, to marry by a certain age, or follow a traditional path can be overwhelming. But true fulfillment comes from living out your purpose, not from meeting external timelines or standards. When you focus on your purpose, your steps become intentional and guided by meaning. It allows you to direct your energy toward what truly matters, whether that is pursuing a career, building a legacy, nurturing your passions, or contributing to the community. Purpose brings clarity, enabling you to filter out distractions and prioritize the things that align with your values and vision. Living for purpose rather than pressure also liberates you from comparison. You are not in competition with anyone else, nor are you obligated to fit into a mold that does not suit you. Instead, you are free to celebrate your own journey, recognizing that your path is unique and divinely designed. When you focus on fulfilling your purpose, you discover a deeper sense of satisfaction and peace, knowing that your life is not defined by external expectations, but by the meaningful impact you create in the world. A woman who walks alone demonstrates the power of self-sufficiency and independence. She is not defined by dependence on others for her happiness, security, or sense of worth. Instead, she stands firm in her ability to navigate life with confidence, competence, and grace. This independence is not about rejecting companionship or relationships, but about building a life that is strong and stable on its own. Self-sufficiency allows a woman to embrace her capabilities and take ownership of her journey. It means developing the skills, resources, and mindset necessary to thrive in any circumstance. By cultivating independence, she gains the freedom to make decisions that align with her values and dreams, rather than feeling bound by the expectations or support of others. This freedom fuels her creativity, resilience, and capacity to contribute meaningfully to the world around her. An independent woman knows that her value is not tied to being in a partnership. She recognizes that relationships should complement her life, not complete it. She walks with confidence because she understands that she is whole on her own, and that her strength comes from within. Her independence is not a rejection of connection, but a celebration of her ability to stand strong, no matter the circumstances. This strength becomes an inspiration to others, showing that true empowerment comes from within. Societal norms and cultural stereotypes have long perpetuated the idea that a woman's life is incomplete without a husband. These narratives create unnecessary pressure and often diminish the incredible value and individuality of women who choose or find themselves in a different path. Breaking these stereotypes is essential, not only for the liberation of women, but also for the advancement of society that celebrates diversity in life choices. A woman walking alone is not a symbol of failure or inadequacy, but of courage and resilience. She defies the outdated scripts that suggest her worth is tied to marriage or motherhood. By challenging these notions, she paves the way for others to see singleness as a valid and fulfilling state of being, not as a temporary waiting room. Her life, full of achievements, passion, and purpose, serves as a reminder that fulfillment does not depend on fitting into a prescribed role. Breaking stereotypes also means rejecting the labels that attempt to define her by what she lacks rather than what she embodies. She refuses to be confined by judgments that measure her success by marital status rather than her contributions to the world. Through her example, she shifts the narrative, proving that a woman can lead, inspire, and thrive in her own right. Her life becomes a testament to the beauty of authenticity, encouraging others to step out of the shadows of societal expectations and embrace the fullness of their own paths. Singleness is often misunderstood as a state of lack or incompleteness, but in truth, it is a season of wholeness. Being single does not mean being half of anything. It means being fully yourself, a complete and unique individual. Wholeness is not about having another person to fill a void. It is about recognizing that there was no void to begin with. A woman walking alone embodies this understanding, embracing her life as rich, meaningful, and abundant on its own. This perspective challenges the misconception that singleness is a problem to be solved or a phase to be endured. Instead, it is a time to thrive, to explore the depths of who you are, and to build a life that reflects your passions and values. It is an opportunity to focus on personal growth, spiritual development, and the pursuit of dreams without distraction or compromise. In this season, a woman learns to enjoy her own company, to celebrate her accomplishments, and to take pride in the life she is creating. Wholeness and singleness also fosters strength and self-confidence. It allows a woman to approach relationships from a place of abundance rather than neediness, offering love and connection without losing herself in the process. She becomes a powerful example of what it means to live authentically and unapologetically. Her life, full of purpose and joy, serves as a reminder that being single is not a limitation, but an invitation to embrace the fullness of life in all its forms. A woman who walks alone understands that her self-worth is not contingent upon external validation. Her value is intrinsic, rooted in who she is, not in what others think of her or whether she is in a relationship. Society often measures a woman's worth based on her relationship status, but a woman who knows her worth does not seek approval or measure her significance against the standards of others. She understands that she is deserving of love, respect, and success simply because she exists. This deep sense of self-worth allows a woman to set boundaries, make empowered choices, and avoid settling for relationships or situations that do not align with her values and aspirations. She knows that her life is precious and she will not compromise her standards for anyone or anything. It is in this unwavering sense of worth that she finds the strength to stand alone when necessary, knowing that her identity is not defined by her relationship status, but by her integrity, character, and the way she contributes to the world. Knowing your worth is the foundation for confidence. It enables a woman to walk with her head held high, unapologetic for her choices and achievements. It allows her to shine in all areas of her life, whether in her career, personal growth, or community, without fear of being diminished by others' judgments. A woman who knows her worth walks with dignity, radiating a quiet power that comes from knowing she is more than enough, exactly as she is. A woman who walks alone has the freedom to pursue her vision without the constraints of compromise or obligation. When not bound by the expectations or responsibilities that may come with a partnership, she has the space to focus fully on her dreams and aspirations. This freedom allows her to be unapologetic in her pursuit of what matters most to her, whether that's advancing in her career, creating something meaningful, or making a positive impact in the world around her. Vision becomes her guiding force. She can dream without limits, set goals without hesitation, and chase after the future she imagines with unwavering determination. Walking alone gives her the time and energy to develop herself both personally and professionally without feeling the need to adjust her plans to fit into someone else's vision or timeline. She is empowered to make decisions that align with her purpose, not based on the need to balance someone else's needs or goals. In this space of freedom, a woman walking alone can build a life that is rich with intention and fulfillment. She is not distracted by societal pressures or the opinions of others about what her life should look like. Instead, she carves her own path, rooted in the clarity of her vision and driven by her desire to live a life that reflects her values and passions. The power to envision and pursue her dreams without limitation is one of the greatest gifts of walking alone, creating a future that is uniquely hers. Being single and walking alone requires emotional strength and resilience. The decision to stand firm in your own journey without relying on a partner to define or sustain you demands a deep understanding of your inner self. It takes courage to face the world on your own, to embrace solitude when society often pressures you to conform, and to withstand the emotional challenges that come with forging your own path. Emotional strength is not simply about enduring the difficulties of life, but about choosing to thrive in spite of them. It's about recognizing that life will present moments of loneliness, frustration, and doubt, yet choosing to face these emotions head-on without being defeated by them. A woman who walks alone learns to process her feelings, develop resilience, and cultivate emotional maturity. She understands that every experience, even those that are difficult, contributes to her growth and empowerment. This emotional strength also enables her to navigate relationships, whether familial, friendships, or future romantic connections, with clarity and discernment. She does not approach her interactions from a place of neediness or desperation, but from a place of wholeness and emotional health. She recognizes that her happiness and peace are not dependent on external circumstances, but come from within. This inner emotional strength gives her the ability to stay grounded, to remain centered in her values, and to face the world with confidence, knowing that she has the emotional fortitude to overcome any challenge life presents. Singleness offers the unique gift of freedom, the ability to make choices based solely on your own desires, needs, and values rather than external expectations or compromises. This freedom allows a woman to live authentically and make decisions that align with her true self, without feeling obligated to conform to the demands of others or adjust her life to fit into a relationship dynamic. It is the freedom to follow her own path, pace, and direction without being influenced by someone else's agenda or preferences. The freedom that comes with walking alone enables a woman to explore life fully and authentically. She can dedicate her time and energy to personal growth, pursue opportunities that speak to her passions, and engage in activities that nourish her soul, without having to consider the needs or wishes of a partner. Whether it's traveling, taking on new projects, or simply enjoying time to herself, she is free to make decisions without the constraints of compromise. This freedom also allows her to cultivate her individuality and express herself fully. She is not limited by what others may think of her choices or how they might impact a partnership. Every decision is an opportunity for her to assert her autonomy, to live in alignment with her purpose, and to embrace the joy of being fully responsible for her own happiness. Moreover, walking alone fosters the ability to live with intention, knowing that her time and energy are hers to direct. It is an empowering space where a woman can choose what is best for her life, making decisions from a place of self-awareness and purpose rather than obligation or fear. This unencumbered freedom is a powerful force that propels her toward the life she truly desires. In a world that often measures a woman's success or fulfillment by her relationship status, it is essential to recognize the importance of emotional intelligence and resilience in walking alone. A woman who chooses to navigate life without a partner develops the ability to understand, manage, and cope with her emotions in a way that empowers her to thrive. She learns to embrace the full spectrum of her feelings: joy, sadness, anger, and everything in between without allowing them to control or define her. Emotional resilience is about bouncing back from the challenges and disappointments that life inevitably presents. It requires inner strength to face setbacks, handle criticism, and manage feelings of loneliness or doubt, all while remaining grounded in a sense of self-worth. Walking alone means accepting that while emotions are a natural part of life, they do not have to dictate your actions or limit your potential. Instead, a woman learns to process her emotions with clarity and to use them as fuel for growth. Moreover, emotional intelligence helps a woman to navigate relationships with greater discernment and wisdom. She is no longer swayed by fleeting desires or external pressures, but has developed the capacity to engage with others from a place of understanding and empathy. She approaches relationships, whether platonic, professional, or romantic, with emotional awareness, ensuring that they enhance her life rather than define it. The emotional strength gained from walking alone equips a woman to deal with life's difficulties with grace and dignity. She recognizes that every experience, even the most challenging ones, provides an opportunity for emotional growth. As she continues her journey, her emotional resilience becomes a key driver of her overall success and fulfillment, reinforcing her belief that she is capable of weathering any storm with strength and perseverance. Singleness offers a unique space where a woman can exercise complete freedom in her choices. Unlike being in a relationship where decisions are often made in consideration of another person's needs, values, or desires, walking alone grants the liberty to follow your instincts, pursue your interests, and make decisions based solely on what resonates with you. This freedom is liberating, as it removes the external pressures of compromise and allows a woman to live authentically without the need to align her goals with anyone else's. When a woman walks alone, she has the opportunity to prioritize her needs, dreams, and aspirations without having to adjust them for the sake of others. This means she can pursue career opportunities, explore creative passions, or take personal risks that may not align with another person's expectations. Her time is hers to use as she wishes, whether to focus on her health, grow spiritually, or engage in activities that inspire her. Every choice becomes an opportunity for her to take control of her life and to make decisions that reflect her inner truth. This freedom also empowers her to experience life in its fullness without the constraints or compromises that often come with relationships. She is free to travel, explore new interests, or immerse herself in personal development, creating a life that is uniquely her own. The freedom to make choices based on her own desires and goals leads to a greater sense of self-discovery, helping her to better understand who she is and what she wants from life. Moreover, walking alone allows a woman to practice autonomy in its truest sense, strengthening her sense of self-worth and confidence. She is not dependent on anyone else to dictate her course of action, nor does she rely on another person's approval to make choices that shape her future. This ability to make decisions based on her own desires without feeling obligated to compromise leads to a life that is deeply aligned with her personal vision and aspirations, creating a powerful sense of fulfillment. A woman who walks alone is often seen as standing outside the norms and expectations of society. However, this choice does not equate to isolation or loneliness. Rather, it represents a powerful affirmation of self-determination and personal strength. The courage to walk alone is a demonstration of self-love and the ability to shape one's own path without succumbing to the pressures to conform. In embracing this choice, a woman cultivates an unshakable sense of independence that provides her with the emotional resilience to navigate life's challenges. Walking alone requires a unique kind of inner fortitude, as it involves confronting societal judgments, navigating moments of solitude, and continuing to live fully and authentically. A woman who stands alone understands that the world may not always validate her choices, and yet she presses forward because she is deeply rooted in her own truth. She learns to embrace her individuality and refuses to be swayed by external opinions about what her life should look like. This emotional strength manifests in many aspects of life, whether it's the courage to pursue dreams that others may deem unconventional, to build a career that reflects one's true passions, or to maintain personal boundaries in relationships. By walking alone, she cultivates a profound sense of emotional intelligence, learning to trust her instincts and develop resilience through life's inevitable setbacks. Her ability to weather emotional storms and rise above challenges not only strengthens her sense of self, but also inspires others around her. The process of walking alone allows a woman to transform any perceived vulnerabilities into sources of empowerment. It is in these moments of solitude and introspection that she finds clarity, builds her emotional capacity, and reinforces the belief that her worth is not tied to being in a relationship, but to her own ability to stand strong and authentic. This deep emotional strength is what makes her capable of living life on her terms, embracing each day with the confidence that she is enough, exactly as she is. In conclusion, the woman who walks alone with no husband is not a symbol of lack or loneliness, but one of strength, independence, and purposeful living. She is a woman who knows her worth, understands her purpose, and embraces the freedom to create a life that reflects her values, dreams, and passions. Her journey is one of emotional resilience, self-sufficiency, and bold authenticity. It is a testament to the power of standing alone with confidence and grace, showing the world that fulfillment and wholeness do not depend on the presence of another person, but on the deep connection to oneself. Her path may be different, but it is no less valuable. She is an inspiration, a reminder that we are all capable of living fully and authentically regardless of societal expectations or pressures. And so let us celebrate the woman who walks alone, not as one who is incomplete, but as one who is fully alive, fully capable, and fully herself.